So I'm told that you've educated 5 million people in digital skills in EMEA. Why have you done that?
We have. We've trained 5 million people in Europe, Middle East, Africa over the last several years in digital skills. It's really, there was a point where we thought, how can we give back? And what is it that we can do uniquely that would be credible and fill a big need that perhaps nobody else is filling right now? And we looked at the numbers. 1 million jobs will be available by 2020 without the people with the skills to fill them. That was one statistic. So lots of jobs to be filled. The right skills to fill them aren't there, while there's a lot of unemployment.
Yeah.
In Europe. So we said, that's obvious. You know, this is something it's like our bread and butter, digital skills. How to grow your business, how to start a business, or how to learn the digital skills that's required to keep your job. And so we said, let's invest, let's see how this goes. And it had so much interest, and obviously it's free. It had so much interest that we reached our targets way before we thought we would, and it kept growing. And now I think we talked about digital skills, but really what I want to say is jobs. That's what this is all about, right?
Yeah.
Jobs. And it's training people for the jobs of the future, or their job and what their job requires in the future.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I agree. I kind of look at my 5-year-old and think, well, his job probably doesn't exist right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, in engineering, we talk a lot about agile, right? But it strikes me we need to be agile in our careers.
Yeah, totally. You know, I have a daughter, and she had to do a career talk, like what does she want to be when she grows up in class, and she asked me, and I said, look, when I was, I don't know, Google is 18, 19 years old. I mean, when I was 20, Google was not there. I mean, Google wasn't there. So she ended up saying, I don't know what I'm going to do in the future, but I just need to do my homework and study really hard right now. That was mommy helping with
Brilliant. And that skilling exercise, how has that impacted the brand at Google?
Honestly, I mean, we've got recognition. Things like the European Commission gave us an award, and but I think I met a jewelry designer, a magazine publisher, you know, a small business that's trying to sell furniture from outside of London into, like, from Cardiff-based business into London and the world. I think just seeing those people who really benefit from this, knowing that we are giving back to, and this is just in the UK where I'm based, but we do this actually it started in Spain, and then in France, and now it's in, I don't know, 30 different countries, and it's become a global project. I mean, just seeing those, and then seeing that they're actually turning into jobs, that's what's keeping us going.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good measurement of, I always bang on about, you know, celebrating success, but it's often can be a little bit difficult to measure that. What are the kind of metrics that you have around measuring that success?
We put number of people trained. So we said we're going to train 1 million. That was the first pledge, and then it quickly became 2 million because we got to 1 million faster than we thought we would, and then and now, you know, we've reached 5. So it's been numbers of train. What we want to pivot to now is jobs, and that's a bit harder to do because how do you know that it's harder to measure or hold yourself responsible for. But it's a great question. I'm thinking a lot about it. I think we should measure ourselves in how many people we actually helped get in jobs. Right now, that's looking like 10 to 20% of the people going through training either keep their job or grow their small business, add jobs to their small business, or find a job through the digital skills training. I'm trying to see how can we maximize that and put targets of jobs, but not there yet, so I don't want to jump the gun.